Hi, my name is Gary Connor. I work with Nevada Industry Excellence. I want to introduce you to an upcoming workshop we're having titled Lean for the Office. Your first question might be, why do I need Lean for the office? A lot of companies are very disciplined about using the Lean techniques in their production environments, their manufacturing environments, but they kind of ignore the fact that the same forms of waste that they see in the manufacturing process occur in their administrative processes. And so that's what this workshop is about, is highlighting the need to focus on the entire enterprise, not just on the shop. Let's take an example of a company that has a sales department, order entry, purchasing, scheduling, and production plan. Let's say there's 5 people in this company doing these activities, and they each make about $40,000 a year. Well, that would be $100,000 a year in wages or salary for these 5 people, this 5-person team. And let's just say that you produce 4,000 work orders over the course of a 12-month period. $200,000 of salary divided by 4,000 work orders or sales orders per year would mean you're paying about $50 per work order. So if you had to cross the street to a company called Work Orders or Us and buy a work order that gave your production plant everything they needed, what to make, how many to make, when to make it, and that's really what a production team needs to know. How much would you be willing to pay to get that information provided to your manufacturing environment? We're going to take a look at a case study that shows how one company reduced that cost from $12.12 to just $7. The national average is somewhere around $35 per work order. And so there's costs associated with everything you do in the office, and a lot of companies don't even focus on that. So what is Lean Office? It's a systematic approach to eliminate waste using the Lean techniques. And the result is lead time reductions through the office, productivity improvements, quality of information, and a high degree of focus placed on the value-added component that the customer is really willing to pay for. Examples of some of the non-value activities we see in the office, often similar to what we see in the shop: the motion, transportation, redundancy, filing, and paperwork that is really no value added from the customer's perspective. So here's a little Kaizen Team report that kind of demonstrates what's possible. And this was a 2-day Kaizen event. It shows what's possible over the course of the year, saving somewhere around $40,000. Their current condition in the office was that they had a value-added ratio of 1 to 255, which means for every minute that they worked on this job packet or a job order, sales order, for every minute they worked on it, it sat around on somebody's desk for 255 minutes. And the distance traveled through their shop, through their office, was 811 miles a year when you multiplied it across the number of work orders they did. The current labor cost per work order averaged $12.12, so the actual labor annually was about just under $100,000 a year. Their goal was to reduce the distance traveled by 50%, labor cost by 20%. They got a little bit better than that. Simplify the steps and reduce redundancy. Also improve the quality of the information getting to the shop. Here's a flow chart. And this is one of the techniques that we'll teach in this workshop on March 6th. Kind of every post-it note is an activity. Some of those they deemed as non-value added. Some of those they combined. Some of them they eliminated. But every post-it note becomes an element in the value stream map. And we teach that process as well. Here's an example of a value stream map. 2 elements, step 92 and step 95. The operator fills out a checklist on step 92. And we know exactly what that costs. It costs 92 cents or $7,500 in a year. We have to decide, is that value added or not, or could we eliminate it or minimize it? And so every element is timed, every element is monitored, and we calculate the value added percentage or value added ratio of the activities happening in the office. Here's a diagram that shows the movement of the information. We call this a spaghetti diagram, and we teach this technique also. They actually were moving the material over 800 miles a year through their little 7,500 square foot shop. And nobody ever thought about this before, but every work order traveled through the office and then through the shop and back 519 feet, so 800 miles a year. They ran a little simulation, and what we were able to discover by eliminating the waste was the cost of the work order could be reduced by over $5. So the cost went from $12.12 down to $7, which saved them about $43,000 a year. And for this little family-owned company, that was significant. But the bigger impact was that the shop got the information quicker, it was more accurate, and they saved time getting the product to the customer. They also came up with lots of recommendations for improvement. We won't go over them here, but in our workshop on March 6th, we will definitely spend some time with examples of this and other case studies. So we welcome you to come visit our website, nevadaie.com, register online, and we really look forward to seeing you at an upcoming event. And this Lean for the Office is on March 6th. We hope that we see you there. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Our contact information is on the website, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.